Hey guys, okay, so first things first, this is a new way of doing a video. I've never done a video like this before, where I've sat at a desk. Not that I know of anyway. But yeah, hi! So, I haven't done a video in over 4 months. I say that, this is about the 10th time I've attempted to record this today. Last time, I actually made it all the way through the video. Turns out the entire time, it had been slightly out of focus. Before we get things started, I'd like to introduce you to Gerald. He is my colleague today, my co-host. Say hi, Gerald. Cool. 3 weeks ago, I finished university, as in, handed in my final bit of work. I still need to graduate, but hopefully that comes in September. Since then, I have been travelling up to London every single day, well, Monday to Friday. One thing I've noticed when travelling twice to and from London is London transport. It's an experience. Getting the train for the first time is a weird experience, especially when you're on your own. Because I know growing up I'd always get the train with my mum, but I just followed wherever she went. I didn't have to think about the journey or anything like that. When you get the train on your own for the first time, you have just this thing of, I'm going to miss my stop, I'm going to mess it up, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to get lost, I'm going to end up somewhere in Scotland, oh, it's all going to go wrong. Just me? Getting the train at rush hour in London is one of the most interesting yet hated experiences of my life. So I'd have to get 2 trains in the morning. I wouldn't get into the office until about 10 AM. So I'd miss the early morning rush hour, which was fine, it was lovely. So I had to get a train from my house to London Bridge, and then London Bridge to one of 2 other stops, because I went to 2 different places. For the first week I was at a company called Envy Post Production, which are, if you don't know what they are, pretty much they have a lot of edit suites which companies book out. They're very good quality, very, very expensive rooms. The biggest show when I was there was a show called Gogglebox. If you don't know it, then I don't know how to describe it other than you watch people watching TV. And then the week after that I was with ITV, working on the next series of The Voice, which was an incredible experience. But both of these times I would have to go via London Bridge. If you don't know what London Bridge is, it is pretty much one of the big central stations in London. You've got London Bridge, King's Cross and London Victoria. And there's a couple of others, but those are the 3 ones that come to mind when someone says a big station in London. They're the ones that come to mind for me. So I had to go to London Bridge every single day, which isn't too bad. Except when you're coming back at rush hour. Because I don't know if any of you have ever seen these viral videos, but somewhere in Asia there is such a rush when it comes to getting a train that people are sort of packed into a train like sardines, as in they've got literally no way to move. They're being sort of forced into the doors are sort of struggling to close behind them, and then the train somehow manages to move with thousands of people in each carriage. In London it's not as bad, but it's still pretty bad. There was one day I literally had to fight to get onto the train. Not as in, you know, like punching people, but pretty much having to like force my way onto the train, as in forcing people to move back. Because a lot of people, which I wasn't very aware of, are so egotistical and self-absorbed, they don't care that someone else misses the train. They don't care that them being stood in the way will mean someone else is going to be late home, or someone else is going to miss their only train for the next hour or so. They will stand in the doorway. And these are the worst kind of people, just because they suck. Pretty much they stand there, they don't care that someone else is waiting to get on, they'll stand in the doorway because then it's easier for them to leave the train. Interesting story about this bottle. It is, well, it was free. Working on The Voice, I was given the task of blagging, which is where you contact different companies and you say, hey, I'm working on The Voice, we're looking to fill rooms with certain items, like we want people to be comfortable, we want them to have, you know, nice things that they can recognise, like so say for the coaches, we're contacting companies like Sony or Nintendo, trying to get them, you know, pretty much free products. I managed to contact a couple of companies, that not massive ones, like smaller companies, but I managed to contact them, get in touch and organise for them to send us products. One of those products was a free bottle, which is one of these insulated bottles which is supposed to keep your water cold. I have 2 of these, one of them is much bigger. It's like a litre or something, but I don't find that they keep the water cold, really. I suppose it's not supposed to be ice cold, but they don't seem that great. I don't know if I'm just not using a bottle properly, but yeah. Yeah, Gerald here guards my bottle. He makes sure that, well, that it doesn't go anywhere. I don't really have much else to say. It's more just a rant about London transport and people being awful. Yeah, I don't know. I really need to find better topics to talk about. Today is Monday. I announced on Saturday that I didn't announce anything. I put up a date on Twitter and YouTube. But I just posted the date of the 6th of the 6th, 2019. You know, it was just a cool date because it's the 6th of the 6th, but also it works in America because it's, you know, me, someone who reads the date correctly, it's the 6th of July. But in America, that's also July the 6th. So that works. But yeah, so I had no idea what I was going to do a video on. I've changed the setup of the video many different times. I've now settled and sitting behind a desk. This will probably change by next week. I'll have found something new to do. But anyway, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy this, please comment, subscribe, like, the thumbs up. If you want to be notified when I do upload, there's a bell to ring. If you want to check out any more of my videos, they should be on screen somewhere. So please check them out. I will see you whenever. Thank you for watching and goodbye.